told me Heartopia was a relaxing life sim. They told me it was a cozy escape. What they didn't tell me was at 3 AM on a Tuesday in it, I would be having a physical fight with my keyboard because I keep pressing the wrong words on my keyboard. Because I'm dyslexic and sometimes I can't read the read. I can't read the read. Yeah, okay. I can't read the read, folks. I can't read the read. Well, yeah, it's like I'm dyslexic and there's no control support, unfortunately. But despite all this, okay, I have had such a blast. I have spent over 100 hours, if not more, in Heartopia. I have forgotten of the taste of my favorite cereal. I only know Mandarin jam now. Is it you say Mandarin like Mandarin like that? Yeah, Mandarin, like orange, you know, oranges, those orange things. I didn't actually know there was different types until this game. Like, I knew oranges were oranges, but I didn't know there was different types. Like, what? That's crazy. They're not all just called oranges because they're all orange? I don't know. Anyway, let's talk about why this game is a problem, but in the best way possible. Just before we get started, I would very quickly like to mention my channel memberships. My channel memberships are a great way to show support for what I do on the channel, and you can back yourself some really cool perks for being a member. Members get early access to members-only content, streams, videos, and so much more. If you're interested, go to my channel, press the join button, cheeky little video there that goes through everything you need to know. And if you can't show support like that and still want to show support, hyping, liking, and subscribing would honestly make my day. Thank you all so much. Big special shout out to members Marsha, JP, Elsa Frozen, Miss Melanie, and yeah, a big shout out to all my members. Back to the video. First off, the character creator. Most people spend 10 minutes. Honestly, I could spend hours in here. Why? Because if my bangs don't perfectly frame my digital existential dread, what is even the point? Something here that Heartopia could improve on, actually, would be the amount of options in the creator, honestly. I feel like there could be way more skin tone options than what there currently is. Like, yeah, some different shades and whatnot. I, for example, would really like to be purple. Gee, I bet you couldn't tell. Eh? It's not like I got purple plastered all over the place. Yeah, but I'm sure there are plenty of folks out there who would appreciate some more human skin tones as well. Heartopia is beautiful. It's like someone took a dream, dipped it in pastel paint, and then whispered, "Hey, do you want to decorate for 6 hours straight and no breaks at all?" And it's the kind of game where you go, absolutely, sign me up. It's the kind of game where you feel productive while actually kind of just relaxing, okay? The music is chill. The activities are chill. The only time it's not chill is when there's events going on, then it's a bit not chill, because like there's a lot of fishing to do, and if you're anything like me, you're screaming the house down because you can't you can't fish very well. Oh gosh, it's a lot of fun though. It's a lot of fun. I built a kind of cutie sort of house, you know, and yeah, I spent more time decorating my house than my actual house. Yeah. IRL, I'm like eating out of a cereal bowl that's got like a huge crack in it, and I'm just waiting for the day it just explodes cereal all over the house. Whilst in Heartopia, I'm being picky about what colour this one particular pot on this one particular shelf is. Anyway, the gameplay is simple, but it's fun, okay? But it might be like sort of simple, but it's also kind of in depth at the same time. It's like simple concepts, but a lot of depth, which is really, really, really amazing and fun. This game turns everyday hobbies into, like I said, something that's in depth. And there's levels with rewards and new unlocks as you go on. You can't just go out and capture every single bug that there ever is in the game. You've got to wait until you hit a certain level in order to have certain bugs and stuff like that show up, you know? There are 7 hobbies in the game. There's dog caring, cat caring, bird watching, insect catching, cooking, gardening, and fishing. Bird watching has you running around after birds, just waiting for them to do something so you can snap a little picture. My favourite thing is when they do the unknown behaviour. I love that one. I feel like if somebody was to snap me, it would come up and say unknown behaviour, and I'm just there like smiling. Yeah. Anyway, next one is about catching insects, okay? This is actually really fun. You can do charge attacks, super fun, super easy, and it's much more interesting than using a net because you use a bubble wand. Magical, fun, and bubbles. I love bubbles, okay? Now, fishing in this game is much easier than Hello Kitty Island Adventure. I have been struggling with fishing in Hello Kitty Island Adventure for like the longest time. I know I'm meant to go and make the laws, okay? I know I'm supposed to, but I just don't want to, okay? But fishing in this game is not just fishing, okay? There's more to it. There's events, there's fishing events you can do with other players. You can get rare fish during these events, and yeah, it's basically like a multiplayer minigame. We do lots of fishing, and you get rewards for doing the event, and this reminds me a lot of Tortimer's Island in New Leaf, and this is why I love the events. Now, there's one for bug catching as well. Amazing, love it. Now, the one for bird watching is very difficult. Okay, there's not enough birds, and the birds aren't doing enough to get enough stars. So either the goal needs to be way lower, or the birds need to be doing more stuff all the time, or there needs to be more birds. There needs to be some sort of like balance here, because at the moment it's just incredibly hard, and I don't think I'm the only one who's struggling with it. Let me know, are you also struggling with the bird event? I would love to know. Well, I hope you're not, but you know, I would love to know if you're also struggling, you know. Now, cooking can be a little bit annoying because you can only cook one thing at once, unless you put multiple ovens down and set them all off cooking something all at once. But who would do that? Certainly not me. Moving on. And then there's gardening. Super easy, fun, and a nice money maker. And you can even crossbreed flowers for some really pretty colours. Okay? Now let's talk about the dog and cat care. Okay, you can adopt your own pets. It's like Nintendo dogs and cats all over again. But don't worry, if you forget to feed them, they won't go anywhere, okay? Don't worry. In this game as well, they also, well, my dog, Marsha, who's named after a channel member, so it's even funnier. Marsha has been breaking my furniture in my house. Marsha, what you doing? Breaking my furniture. And I also found out you can, you have to collect, basically, your animals will leave little surprises for you around the house. I was absolutely dying of laughter when I found out. I thought it was like a top of an ice cream at first. I was like, hang on a minute. Ice cream on the floor with no cone? That's not ice cream. That's not ice cream. That's not ice cream. That's I-scream, you know? Like, you can guess what it is. It's really funny. And what's even funnier is you can turn it into fertilizer for your plants. Oh my god, I love that. I love that. There's also a bubble popping event you can do as well. And a platforming event, which I'm totally good at, I swear. I like the bubble popping one. I'm not good enough for the platforming one. I feel like I need a controller, honestly. I do need a controller. All of these, the bubble popping event and the platforming and the fishing and the insect catching and the bird watching event can all be played with other players, and I love it. And it's always chaos, and people give me free food. And speaking of more events, you can even host tea parties at your house if you want to have a little celebration, you know? And you can do fireworks and food. It's super, super nice. Speaking of other players, I've noticed that there's like 3 different types. So you've got the interior designer. The house looks like a Pinterest board. Had a little baby with like a luxury magazine. In this case, it's usually like a kawaii fashion themed magazine. But those could also be pretty luxury, actually. So, yeah, a luxury kawaii fashion magazine, yeah. And you enter the house and you immediately just start screaming from all the cuteness. At least I do, anyway. And then you've got the AFK statue. Someone who's been standing in the middle of the town square for like 48 hours. Are they okay? Do they need a doctor? No, they're just waiting for something. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. We've got the speedrunner. Alright. They've already unlocked loads of things. They're like, if there was a vibing hobby, they'd be level 99 in it, okay? They absolutely terrify me. You know who you are. You know who you are. You terrify me. No, I'm just joking. I like you, really. I like you. And there are also sub-hobbies. Well, I call them sub-hobbies. Like, they're not proper hobbies, but they've got their own little, like, leveling system, so they're kind of like hobbies. And basically these are puzzles, writing books, playing music. Something else you can also do in the game as well, you can design clothing. And with the book writing, you can actually write books to give to... No, so other players can buy your books, sorry, it's what I was trying to say. Unfortunately, there's no way to gift people things at the moment. At least I don't think there is, unless I'm missing it. If you figured out gifting, I know there's like something in the mail where you can attach a gift, but I've not been able to figure out how to do that. If anybody has any ideas, will you let me know? I'd love to know how to gift people. Now, for the daily gameplay, this game gives you daily quests to do, and completing them gives you medals to put towards your developer level, which unlocks super fun things for you to do as you progress. This doesn't feel slow, actually, because there's actually a lot to do in the game when you've done your dailies. There's your hobbies, obviously, there's doing events, there's other players, there's tending to your gardens, there's a lot of other things you could be doing. Puzzles, writing books, designing clothing, playing music, all sorts of other things you could be doing. Now, there is a gacha system in the game, okay? It is a free-to-play game, so there are in-app purchases, and some of the stuff is absolutely gorgeous, okay? And they're going to be having a collab with My Little Pony soon, so I'm saving up all my stuff for that, honestly. I'm not going to talk about the rates and stuff like that here because I don't do math very well, so I can't work out if it's good. But you can let me know what you think, if you think it's good, and how you found it, you know. I would love to know. All I can tell you is the stuff in game is absolutely adorable. Ah! And I want it all, but I can't have it all. Can't have it all. I'm saving for the ponies. The ponies are coming. I'm saving for the ponies. Ow, I just whacking my leg. I got so excited. Right. So by the 80-hour mark, okay, the lines started to blur. I tried to emote at my delivery driver. I looked at a patch of dirt in the back garden and I wondered if I had enough energy to plant something and water it, you know? game's biggest strength and the biggest threat is that it's too nice, okay? There's no super high stakes. There are no monsters. The only boss fight is your own indecision when picking out decorations or outfits. Well, actually, saying that there's no boss fight, what about when you go fishing and you go fishing and there's like a really hard fish that you gotta reel in? So that can be a little bit tricky. Would I call a fish like a boss fight? Yeah, sure, why not? So, should you play Heartopia? If you like games like Hello Kitty Island Adventure, Animal Crossing, you like cute games, you don't mind games with in-app purchases, you like... What else? Yeah, you're just a fan of cute things, you like fashion, you like decorating, you love pets. I love a good pet system in the game. In a game, I'm all for it. I love it. There's also feeding wild animals as well. That's something I forgot to mention. There's so much to this game. And there's little details as well. There's also a weather system. Okay, and the weather system, I'm still learning about it. And there's like special weather events and stuff. It's a whole thing. There is a whole universe in this game. And I absolutely live for it. I have had such a good time and it's been so hard to put this game down and actually go and play something else. Oh my gosh. So, like I said, should you play Heartopia? If you value your free time, your productivity, and your relationship with the sunlight, absolutely not. But if you want to live in a world where your only responsibility is making sure you're fashionable and your house is well decorated and you've got your flowers all watered and your garden all watered and your pets all looked after and all sorts of other things, you know, download it, okay? Now, if you like the sound of anything I've said, download it. It's free to play. You can try it out. You don't have to make a purchase or anything like that. You can literally just try it out for a couple days, see how you get on. You can even add me in game, okay? I will give you my ad. And yeah, basically, that's my review. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite games that has come out in a while, and I haven't been this excited about a game since Petite Planet. And you know, if you were here for it, you know I was playing that game for 5 hours a day. For 5+ hours a day, because I was streaming it. And I've been playing Heartopia for like 5 hours a day, but I've been playing it off camera. I just really like it, okay? I really like it. Please try it out. It's available on Steam now as well. Make sure when you go on it, you do pick the global server, okay? Because there are a lot of people who are in the global server. And picking that one means you could add me, for instance. You could also add... there are lots of other people in the global server. So make sure you do pick that one, because you can't move to a different server after you've picked it. So just something to bear in mind if you want to meet up with your friends, you know? Okay, folks, I've been MX Moonstar. You folks have been amazing, and yeah, ta-ta.